Corey Mills.
Corey Mills. Corey Mills. Corey Mills. Florida Congressman Corey Mills.
Priorities are to deliver on the campaign promises that we made. For too long, you've got Republicans who are stopping at political rhetoric alone. We need to be person of action now.
Congress is one of those areas that if you understand public service, if you understand what that oath truly meant, for a lot of us, we did do our formality where we swore our oath on office. But that oath that we took in uniform never expires. Just because you take that uniform off doesn't mean that you don't stop fighting for our constitutionality. Doesn't mean that you don't believe in our freedoms, our rights.
We're actually fighting for the American people and holding people accountable, not just political bandstanding in the middle of a committee to try and get more likes, tweets, and, clickbait.
Bottom line is that here's another example of Joe Biden's America Last agenda. Weakness invites aggression. And Iran, China, Russia, and North Korea, they are preying upon this weakness in the White House, this weakness in this administration, their priorities on wokeness as opposed to freedoms and safeties of Americans.
You handed out Florida manufactured grenades.
I've offered Congressman Ted Lieu, who seemed to have an issue with it, to make him one. Unfortunately, I can't put House majority on the back like I did for everyone else for obvious reasons. Given the geopolitical alignments of Russia, China, Iran, North Korea, and the threats abroad, we want a strong military. I believe that resilience, readiness is really a key here, not pronouns and DEI. That is why Secretary Austin, and based on further hearings and investigations, I've already drafted my articles of impeachment for the dereliction of duty. I do feel there needs to be accountability at the top and at the highest levels. And I hope that we can get true accountability with future hearings and investigations and your testimonies that would actually either substantiate or discredit my beliefs. With that, I yield back. I can tell you this, sir, as a military combat veteran and a proud service member, I will be pushing, as well as I'm sure that our chairman, as well as for the Armed Services Chairman, to allow these individuals who are unlawfully purged, in my opinion, to be re-entered into the military with their full benefits, their back pay, and be granted what they should have been given, which is a chance to serve our United States military. I can tell you, I spent over 7 years in Iraq, over 3 years in Afghanistan, Kosovo, Pakistan, was blown up twice in 2006. There is such thing as battle fatigue. Maybe you haven't experienced it. I can guarantee we have the ability to out-pronoun every one of our enemies.
And now all the Biden incompetence can do is try to lower expectations. Well, thankfully, some people are stepping up to help the thousands of Americans still on the ground in Israel, including my next guest, Florida Congressman and Army combat vet Corey Mills.
One of our newest members of the House Republican Conference and someone who has been directly engaged in rescue efforts over there.
Just got off the plane from Israel. Why? He's worried about the hostages, and he's worried about 150 plus Americans who were trapped in Israel. Why were they trapped?
Iran and Hamas, as well as for that geopolitical alignment of China, Russia, Iran, North Korea, will feel that it is a victory if the Israeli basically does not go in and eliminate the terrorist organization. Like, we won't forget America's 9/11, nor should we ever forget Israel's October 7th. I can tell you right now, as an elected official, I'm not going to stand for it. And if I have to come over here and do Biden's job, then so be it. I joke around with people all the time, and I say, I don't know if I should have worn my body armor more, here in Congress or more overseas.